Hi, my name is Aiden Massey, and this is my study abroad experience in Greece. This is the view from my porch that you can see. Also, these are a bunch of friends and new faces that I met on my journey over here. The first trip we took was to Delphi. It was in the mountains in the mainland Greece, and it was an old temple, and it was just truly amazing to look out and see all these different mountains and the scenery there, and the temple itself was truly amazing. At the Acropolis in downtown Athens, the view of the city is breathtaking. You can see everything is like the sea, the mountains, all of it. I went with one of my Citadel friends, Coleman Bennett, and Marshall, our advisor over here. And the temple itself, the Parthenon, dedicated to Athena, was just awesome to look at. The first trip that the Citadel guys and I went on by ourselves was to Paris.
I feel like we're in Great Britain. We're in the tunnels now.
We went into the catacombs and saw the millions of bones and skulls and all the other human things down there, and it was wild, like crazy. We also went to see the Notre Dame Cathedral, which was an impressive building, and there's a ton of pigeons outside that you could like put on your hands, and it was really cool. Also, we went to the Eiffel Tower during the daytime as well, and as you can see here, this is a time lapse of nighttime. Our next trip was to Amsterdam the next weekend. You can see here that we stayed on a farm outside of Amsterdam and had to go in, and we lived basically on a dairy farm, and it was like really cool outside of the city, but inside the city was awesome. We rented bikes right around the city and just hung out. The next trip we went on was a ski trip to Leola and Arakova. Our Airbnb was at the base of Mount Parnassus, which was really cool. We took a hike up into the mountains, and as you can see here, once we got skiing, you can see me wipe out right here. Even though I wiped out a few times, it was still an awesome ski trip and snowboarding trip to go on with my friends. The mountains were crazy, the snow was awesome, the view was just breathtaking. Our next trip, we went to Rome. We met up with some other Citadel guys there that study abroad in Rome as well. Here's the Trevi Fountain, and it's an impressive piece of architecture, and there's all of us in front of it. We also walked around, saw the Colosseum, of course, and went into the Vatican. It was a great trip. The next trip I went on was to Barcelona for the Study Abroad Festival. It's like on a beach bar, and it was loud music. It was a good time. Hung out with a bunch of my friends. Here's the beach, and the bar that the festival took place at is like right behind. We also toured around the city and saw this awesome cathedral, crazy built in the ocean. The next trip I went on was to London. I went by myself to see some of my high school friends that are studying abroad over there. Hung out with them for a while and just walked around the city, hung out, ate some good food. It was a great time. Then we went to Bulgaria. It was super cool because it was so cheap. Their currency was like half of ours, so everything was super cheap. It was a really pretty city in Sofia. Then my sister came into town. We went to this island called Aina. It was awesome. It was really small, so we could rent four-wheelers right around the island. like not with a car, just four wheelers, and we saw this awesome temple. As you can see, the four wheelers here, then this temple will pop up next, and it was super pretty in the middle of the mountains. Then I went to Santorini with my sister. This is by far one of my favorite trips. Beautiful island. We stayed outside of Thera, which is like the main town, and we walked into it. And then we went down at the base of the cliff. We rode donkeys up the cliff, hung out. We ate great food again, saw the blue domes, and it was just unbelievably awesome. I want to thank everybody that made this possible, like my parents, the Citadel, for putting it all together. And this has been the experience of my life. So thank you very much.